Hi.
Hey everybody, welcome to Toy Break, episode 195. I'm Aileen.
I'm Ben.
No, you're not.
I'm George. On the wrong side.
And I'm Voltaire,
Yay!
playing George tonight.
Oh wait, you should have the hat. And you need to ditch the
No, I
glasses.
need the hat.
Oh, okay.
I need the hat.
Yes.
I was trying.
I need the not hat.
Yeah. It's working out well that way.
Alright, so in case you don't know, Toy Break is your weekly internet show all about the wonderful world of toys, including but not limited to designer vinyl, plush, action figures, collectibles, events, how-tos. We bring you news and goodies and reviews and artists. All sorts of wonderful, crazy things happen on Toy Break. We would like to start by thanking our sponsors like Tenacious Toys,
Fuzzy Balls Apparel,
Thwipster,
Superpower Collectibles,
BitBots,
Time Bandits,
ESC Toy, More Art Than Toy,
Monster Workshop,
Happy Panda Toys,
Button Lab,
3D Retro,
Paysaber,
Grumpy Bert,
Art Attack Toys.
and Dragatomi.
That is getting to be a long list.
Because that's how many people
Thank
love
you,
us and
all of you
support us.
sponsors. That's
Yes.
amazing.
I will read that list every time.
That's really a sign.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm
what
happy
you're doing
about
is
that.
amazing.
That somebody's watching.
Yeah, I have a vlog too, and I'd like to thank my sponsors. Me. That means nobody likes me but me.
Ooh, a vlog. That's a Voltaire blog.
That's right. A vlog is a Voltaire blog.
You
I
made
like
the
it.
word, right?
No, it's existed forever. It's just nobody says it anymore. It's true. People used to say vlog.
I
And
remember.
then people realized it was
A Voltaire blog.
Really
and they were
stupid.
like, why do I have a Voltaire blog? I'm not Voltaire.
right.
Right. Only he can use it. That's how it goes.
I guess so.
So before we continue our chat with Voltaire, would you like to tell us about the contest we have
We
going
have a
on right
Teddy Scares contest currently running. 2 winners will each win a set of Teddy Scares by heading over to the contest section on the forum and posting what scares you the most about the holidays.
now? Everything.
Deadline is December 28th. Winners pay shipping.
What scares you most about the holidays?
I'm going to go with a strange fat white man that I do not know breaking and entering into my house, sticking his hand in my socks.
But he leaves you things and doesn't take them.
Yes, I'm afraid of.
His name is Ben.
Yes, he's going to
You
leave
can know
me
him.
things, you know. I don't necessarily want him to leave.
It's true.
You know, he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. We have a word for people like that where I'm from, who watch you while you're sleeping. And, you know,
Creep.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming. It's creepy.
It's a little scary.
The whole thing is frightening.
And you wonder
The
why
whole-
kids cry when you put them on Santa's lap.
It's terrifying.
The beard, the whole... It's scary.
The moistness. It's
The
awful.
moist-
Oh, I don't remember that part of the song.
I think that was the part of the Santa that he
Yes.
remembered.
Okay,
Oh my
so
goodness.
as we're chatting to you, Voltaire, for people who don't know who you are,
Everybody knows who he is.
No, that's not true.
someone out there might
So
not.
few. I'd like to say hi to all my fans, both of you. Thanks for tuning in.
Who are you? What do you do?
Oh God, that's the $1 million question.
Renaissance.
I don't know. I do so many different things. Well, I started my career as a stop motion animator.
Nice.
We'll start with that.
That's awesome.
In 1984.
Wow.
I started animating TV commercials. I did some Parker Brothers commercials and some Milton Bradley commercials.
Oh, wow.
I animated.
You
But
made us want to buy things on Saturday
I
morning?
made you want to buy crap
That's
Saturday
awesome.
morning before you were born.
It's your fault it looks like this in here.
That's right. I animated Budweiser bottles playing football for the Bud Bowl, which was a series
Oh, wow.
of commercials that they showed during
I remember
during
those.
Remember the Bud Bowl?
Super Bowl. And then in 1980, God, what was it? 1980 something.
85.
That's not true. 87. Did my first directing job, and that was directing an MTV Station ID based on a
wow.
Hieronymus Bosch painting.
Wow.
All of this stuff, I should point out, was stop motion animation. And the short story, I suppose, is I animated and directed TV commercials and station IDs for MTV and Sci-Fi Channel, mostly weird, dark, spooky stuff
All right.
for many, many years, until computer animation kind of took over.
Right.
Made it a little hard to make a living as a stop motion animator. And I found that I could tell stories by drawing them on pieces of paper with little thought bubbles over people's heads and writing what they were thinking and saying. And so I got into making comic books. I made a comic book series called Chi-Chan, which was sort of a dark sci-fi story. That was followed by a comic book series called Oh My Goth. And then most recently a comic book series about an evil teddy bear called Deddy. And somewhere in there, I think 1995, I had so much free time on my hands since I didn't have to direct TV commercials that I picked up a guitar and learned how to play it. And on a dare, I started playing shows.
Really?
And,
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
It was on
Yeah,
a dare?
it's completely
That's
on a
crazy.
dare. And so I wrote songs that were about monsters, but they were funny.
Mm-hmm.
And back then I had a song called When You're Evil that I played at this show, and a lot of people turned up, and it took off. I got signed to a label, and I've spent the last 15 years or so making a living as a musician. But I've always loved the animation and the comic books and all that stuff, and so somehow the comic book characters ended up kind of spinning off into becoming toys. And so I've probably made over a dozen vinyl toys, mostly of my character Deddy.
That's awesome.
You've done a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
You got your
That's
hand
kind
in
of
every
amazing.
pot out there.
Yes, I've done a little bit of every one.
Oh,
That's not
that's where
true.
his hand has been.
Yes. Can we see my hand? No, we can't. All right.
And we actually first met and worked with you back in 2005 or 6.
Four,
Sounds about right.
5, yeah.
5.
And you were in our very first Gwyn series.
That's right.
Yay!
With a non-Deddy looking guy.
That's right. It was a completely non-Deddy toy. It's one of my favorites, actually.
Octogwyn.
I really, really love this design. When you have something like this, that it's so specific. I mean, it's a penguin,
Right.
and when I was given the shape, I looked at it, and somehow I don't know what it was. It might have been your logo. The October Toys logo, I think, inspired me. The fact that it's
Really?
a jack-o'-lantern.
Haha.
Which just happens to be right up your alley.
It is. I someday hope to be the mayor of Halloween Town. And
I'd vote for you.
I think that inspired me. I think I wanted it, to me it looked like it could be an octopus sitting on a jack-o'-lantern.
And that happened to work out great.
That's one of my favorite designs in the whole series of Gwyns
Thanks.
that we've done.
I love it. I think it's fantastic. And also I think that another one of my favorite things about it is this is the only time I've ever used purposely a glossy paint with a non-glossy paint.
Wow.
So I don't know if you noticed, but
Interesting.
yeah, the jack-o'-lantern is matte,
Right.
but then the
Right.
octopus is painted in a glossy black,
Yes.
so that it really looks like a different object sitting
Right.
on
I wonder if
the
that's why I like
jack-o'-lantern.
it so much.
Maybe.
Because it's got that, like...
I like it because it
Fun.
works really well as a butt plug.
Oh.
Just kidding.
So, if you're looking for something for Christmas...
That's right.
I'm just saying.
It's sold out.
It's.
So you can't have
So
that
you
one.
can't have
I
it
still
anymore.
have some.
Do you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Put them up on your website.
I bought them all.
Put them up on your website.
Maybe I will.
Voltaire.net, right?
Voltaire.net. Yeah.
Ta-da.
/store. That's a great idea. I do have some. Honest to God,
You should put some up.
I saw that DKE
Mm-hmm.
was distributing them, and I emailed him and I said, I tour as a musician, and so subsequently I have my CDs for sale, and I have
merch booth.
pendants that I make for sale, and my toys, at the merch booth.
Also one of the coolest pendants.
Thanks. I love this pendant. It's a key.
We have one
A KEY key.
hanging right up over there.
That's right. I gave it to you in exchange for the key that you gave
For
me.
the
It's
October
an
Toys.
October Toys key. I have that hanging next to my door. That's creepy
That
and
is weird.
beautiful and strange. But yeah, I always need stuff that I've made to sell at the merch booth. And when I saw that DKE was distributing them, I emailed him. I said, hey, how many of these do you have? And he told me, and I said, I'll take them all.
That's awesome.
I bought them all.
It's interesting how you
Now no
whispered
one
an
else can
email.
have it.
Yes, I whispered it. It's the opposite of all caps.
That's all
You write
tiny
really
letters.
small.
I tried to write really tiny.
Well, we have a
Yeah,
couple
what
of
else?
other
You've
things here.
many
that
other
you've
things
done.
you've
do.
done.
Here's
Other
a
Daddy toys.
Stitch, a Deddy. This is the Deddy character that you mentioned earlier.
Pretty sure you've probably seen that around. at the
Daddy
show.
as Stitch, yeah.
Very popular.
Did you do one of these on the big ones that they did?
I
for that?
did. That's how it started out.
Okay.
I saw that they were doing that art show, and Stitch is probably, it's one of my favorite Disney characters for sure. I
Wow.
really love Stitch. I think he's really edgy, and he's, he's funny and he's cute, but he's also really vicious. And I just love that dichotomy about him. And I love just the way he looks.
Like you.
Like me. funny and vicious. And so I really wanted to do something with Deddy, and I just basically, I think I called them and I said, hey, can I be involved in this? And they sent me a blank, and I painted Deddy on it, and they put it on display. And when they came around to making the series, I was very lucky, and they chose Deddy to be one of the figures they manufactured. That thing disappeared. I think it was in stores for 30 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one of those figures that I have one or two of in my home that I just can't even hope to get more of.
Yeah.
Which is both great and kind of sad.
Right. It's great and it's sad. I mean, as somebody who designs toys, you want for things to sell out. You want for people to care about it and love it and want to get one. But in the same token, it's always so depressing when...
You don't even have one?
Well, that has happened too. No, but it's so depressing when they make a toy. You love the toy. I think they did such a great job.
It's really clean.
It's beautiful. But then, a week later, they're all sold out, never to be seen again. And so it's as if it doesn't exist. Like
it happened for a second.
Yeah, if you're not one of like the 500 people who has one in their home,
right,
you'll never know it ever happened.
Yeah.
So it's...
Well, that's why you put a picture of it on your site and say, look what happened.
That's a good point.
Archives.
On your vlog.
Yes,
vlog. Yes, put it in the opening, the intro to your vlog.
Maybe I should.
You should.
And actually, some of our oldest key are one of yours, and
there's a Deddy key way up at the top,
miles up there.
But
I have to admit that when I have watched this show, I thought that there was a Deddy key in here somewhere, and I looked for it.
We should have moved those down for the show.
Yeah, well, but it's
next time.
But I was thrilled when I walked in and I saw that it was up on the top shelf. That's right. Deddy's top shelf material.
But he's very similar to this one right here.
That's right. That's the big version.
And you did this with it was an online video game, right, or something?
Yeah, Deddy and I appear in a very popular online role-playing game called Adventure Quest Worlds.
Just Adventure Quest, right?
No, it's Adventure Quest Worlds.
Oh, is
Actually,
it? Right here.
Yeah, the Adventure Quest Quest
weird.
was a single-player game.
Yeah.
And Adventure Quest Worlds is a multiplayer game.
Oh.
So like you're actually playing alongside.
Because I play Adventure Quest.
Right.
This
one
I
is
get it.
the version where you can play with lots of other people simultaneously. And every Friday the 13th, Deddy and I appear in the game, and we lead players on a 4-hour quest. And I play some of my songs, and he causes lots and lots of trouble. And so that was an 8-inch key that we made with Toy2R that was co-branded with Adventure Quest. And, of course, the most exciting thing about this for the Adventure Quest players...
There's a code, right?
I don't think it's in there anymore.
Oh!
there was a code in here that unlocked a digital Deddy pet in the game.
Which is awesome, because collecting pets is one of the coolest parts of the game.
Right. So people get kind of crazy.
Trying to get that code.
Yeah, well, you're walking through Babylon, which is the town square, and you see somebody go by with a pet that's not in the inventory.
Yeah.
And
like, how'd you get that?
Oh, where'd you get that? The 34 million other people who didn't get it are, they completely flip out. All of those 12-year-old children and the 34-year-old men who live in their mom's basements.
And the me who plays.
Hey, they're the people buying it. Hey, look, I see there's a code back there.
There is a code in that one. That's the newest one.
Is this one out now, or this one's again
that
gone?
One just sold out.
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah. That's the Deddy Big in Japan. Deddy Big in Japan mini key by Toy2R.
Which is not mini.
Yeah, they call it a mini key because it's not that big.
But those are mini keys.
Well, those are maybe macro keys.
Micro keys?
Yeah, those are really small. But this was Deddy in his sort of Japanese... Oops, it's never been opened, apparently.
Oh, that means that code's still good.
Get
a sharp object.
Yeah, I don't think I can open this with my...
Not again. We're having trouble opening things
nail.
tonight.
I know. Oh, I got it. Just in time for you two.
Too late.
Here, I'll pretend to use it.
There you go.
There
wow,
we go.
look at it open.
It's like magic. You owe me a Coke. So, here we have... This is Deddy Big in Japan. Can you see that? There we are.
So cute.
And we made 3 versions of this. There was 1,000 in the total run.
Okay.
And it was divided into 3. This is the part where I break... Oh, there we go.
Okay, good.
There we go.
At least it's not me
breaking
doing
them in.
We made 3 versions. They were the same with the exception of the expression. This was the
cool.
Karate Kiai version. There was a Samurai Smirk version and a Ronin Raspberry version.
Nice.
No smell.
And then they all came with a code as well to...
Don't look, you can't have
Cover
it.
that
Oh,
code.
that's right. Oh, that's good.
Someone might be able to zoom in and get it.
Right. All right. So this one unlocked a Dedi Samurai
This is
pet
cute.
that looked like that. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty tiny. But he had a little katana and a Japanese bandana.
He is super cute.
And I am delighted and yet completely sad to say
They're also gone.
they're all gone.
Do you think there will be more Adventure Quest kind of tie-ins?
Yes, absolutely. You know, last year was a sad year for me in Adventure Quest because there was one Friday the 13th.
And I missed seeing the performance. I was like, that happened today.
But in 2012, there are 3 Friday the
there are?
13th. Yeah.
Nice.
You're going to be busy.
There's one in January, one in
Can we show
April,
off this
and
picture?
one in
Yeah,
I
I did.
think
You did?
June.
Because he's actually in the game.
That's me.
That's the guy.
There he's playing.
Yep. My wife says I look like Jiminy Cricket in the game. She does.
That's awesome.
So
It's
there,
just so cool. I think
there
that's
is
rad.
another Dedi key, mini key, that came out at the same time as this.
The regular one. Right?
No, it was an exclusive. Yes.
But
This
not,
is why you need
not
your
with Adventure
vlog.
Quest, though, right? It was just...
It was an Adventure Quest
it was an
tie-in.
Adventure Quest? Okay.
It was called Urkor Malravenous 5-inch mini key. Now, Urkor Malravenous is... The story behind Dedi is that he's actually the galaxy's greatest evil.
Okay.
He's a giant tentacled skull who's escaped confinement on his homeworld of Necronus, the cemetery planet.
Of course.
And he's... Naturally. And he's hiding in a teddy bear here on Earth.
Okay.
So in the game, in the last Friday the 13th event, Urkor Malravenous came out of the Dedi suit. He was revealed for the first time.
Right.
So
Nice.
Toy2R made an Urkor Malravenous mini key,
Wow.
but they only made 500,
Okay.
and I bought them all.
So you can't have it.
You can't have any. No, that's
You
not
just make forts out of them.
Yeah, I do. I roll around in bathtubs full of Urkor Malravenous keys. Actually, to be completely honest, I bought half of the run, and Ardix Entertainment, the makers of the game, bought the other half of the run. I think they sold all of theirs in about a week or 2 weeks.
Okay.
I didn't because I was on tour.
Nice.
So I have them all.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they're sitting in my apartment.
So you will sell them.
So it's time to get this store updated, I think.
No, it's now on the store.
Oh, it
it's
is, okay.
actually, I just started selling them.
So if someone actually wants something of yours that isn't sold out yet,
That's right.
now's the time to
They
go
could
get
go
it.
to
Voltaire.
It could be
Voltaire.net and they could pick up an Urkor Malravenous key. And,
And
that
possibly
one,
an Octogwin.
that one came with a code to unlock 2 pets in
Whoa.
the game. A skeletal bat and a skeletal spider.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How much are
And,
those?
How much?
Yeah.
Oh, how much is the toy?
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Yeah, the pets come with the toy.
I'm gonna guess I think they retailed at 28. I think in my
'cause
web
Midi Key,
store.
they're 28.
Yeah, they're 28. I think with shipping it's like $35 or
Oh, it's
something.
not bad. I might need to go buy one of those.
So
Is that the skeletal bat right there?
that is the skeletal bat.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a Necrosian skeletal bat.
If I'm not mistaken, that was also in your game on your website.
That's
was it not?
right.
Yeah.
It's in the Dedi minigame.
Which is kind of addictive.
Yes. That's how we do it.
Damn you and your addictive,
Yeah.
cute gothiness.
And then, speaking of your CD, look at there you are again.
The new CD. Riding a black unicorn down the side of an erupting volcano while drinking from a chalice filled with the laughter of small children. That's the name of the CD.
And you probably have a van that is also painted on the
Oh,
side
I
of, right?
wish. I
Who
wish.
did the artwork for this?
The artwork
'Cause
for
that's
the album
amazing.
was done by a gentleman who does Magic the Gathering, Warhammer, and World of Warcraft cards.
Awesome.
A well-known fantasy artist by the name of Darken.
That's amazing.
And he spells his name Daarken.
Okay.
And he does really, really fantastic work. And to be honest with you, well, first of all, the album was named by a fan. Somebody posted on my Facebook page, Voltaire's music is the audio equivalent of riding a black unicorn down the side of an erupting volcano while drinking from a chalice filled with the laughter of small children. And when I saw that, I said, yes, that's going to be the name of the album.
That's awesome.
But then once I had an album with such an epic title, I needed like an equally epic cover.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, Bat Out of Hell.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be badass, like that Meatloaf Bat Out of
Yes.
Hell cover. So that's really kind of what I was
got
going
it.
for. And it is mightily
great
epic. Yeah. Pity that the music on the CD is shite. It's crap.
No, this is the new one with, you have a bunch of guests on here, right?
I do, yeah. It's a little bit of a super group. The drums are played by Brian Viglione of the Dresden Dolls.
Amazing.
And all the cellos are played by Melora Krieger of Rasputina. All of the bass guitar is played by David J. of Bauhaus.
Amazing. It's a great lineup.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
And you're on there once in a while, too, right?
Yeah, I'm on there from time to time. But, that it lessens the super group quality of it. It's like a stupor group. Really.
Well, still worth buying. And can you get that at your store?
Actually, I do not sell them on my website because iTunes and cdbaby.com do a much better job than I do.
Oh, well, it's even easier.
Nice.
iTunes.
Yeah. So you go to the store, and you go to my store, there'll be a link for it. It'll take you, if you want to buy a physical copy, it'll take you directly to cdbaby.com.
Nice.
If you want to buy a digital copy, you can get it there or at iTunes as well.
Or at your live
Fantastic.
shows, I'm sure, right? Do you sell them at your live shows?
I do sell them at my live shows, and
He just
this
gives you a
is
link
just
to iTunes
like,
at the show.
yes, this is me trying to slit my own throat. This is cough medicine, by the way.
Cough medicine.
The entire album can be listened to in its entirety on my YouTube page.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's great.
Because it's the future now.
But support the artist.
Well, we want for people to feel like. Let me
But
make it
this
simple.
art is not on the YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta have
No, that's
just
there
to own
too.
that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's there too.
I completely lied. Never
Yeah.
mind.
No, I mean, basically what it comes down to is, I mean, we do live in a time where a lot of people sort of, they have access to almost anything they want to listen to instantly.
Right.
You can go to Pandora or Groove Shark or Spotify and listen to pretty much anything you want to on demand by paying very little or nothing. Mm-hmm. So, I just feel like if you're going to listen to it that way, I would like for you to come to my house and listen to it for free. So I started my own YouTube page. It's youtube.com/Voltaire Music page. And people can go there and listen to the album. And I'm presently working on some vlogs so that there'll be a little commentary as well at the beginning of the album, sort of explaining when it came out and what went into it.
Oh,
and
nice.
at the end, there'll be some song meanings and origins, the stories behind the songs. And then, of course, you hope that people will want to support the cause and buy
Absolutely.
a copy for themselves. But
And more importantly, come see you live.
yes,
mean,
and come see
Absolutely.
me live. Would
Do you,
be
are
nice.
you, just out of where we are now in the time, do you have any dates coming up soon? Is there anything
I am
going
on my first break, I think, ever.
Because you just got back from
Yeah.
a tour, right?
I just did a full U.S. tour in September through October.
Right.
Wow.
And then I came back, and then I did a little bit of a UK tour.
Okay.
And now I'm back, and I literally have the first break that I have had in as long as I can remember.
And you're spending it with Toy Break.
Of course. Where else would I go? But my next shows are Wicked Fair, which is one of my favorite shows of the year. It's for lack of a better way to put it, an indoor Renaissance fair
Oh.
for geeks and freaks and other awesome
Oh,
people.
man, where is it?
It's in New Jersey.
That's harder to get to,
It's
but
a
okay.
little hard to get to. And then I go on an Australian and New Zealand tour.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
So I play Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane. Auckland, New Zealand,
Nice.
Wellington, New Zealand, and quite possibly Christchurch.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have
So-
some
That
viewers in
sounds fantastic.
Australia, so get out there and tell them you saw them on Toy Break.
Yeah.
Come see me at the show. Come
That-
buy a vinyl toy. I hope I have
That's so
some.
cool.
It's fun.
We've got a lot of stuff going on.
There's
Any-
always lots going on.
Any toys coming out? that you
Any
can talk
toys
about?
coming out? Yeah, actually. Well, the Urkel Malravenous toy is the
course.
most recent one to come out, and I'm presently working on a series of Deddy Bunny mini keys
Nice.
with Toy
I
2R
love the bunny key. It's so cute.
that I really hope we will have by Easter.
That would be.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to have some evil bunnies for Easter.
Get on that.
Because
Toy
that's what
2R.
Easter's all about is bunnies.
Get to work. No Chinese New Year. Get back in the factory.
That's Chinese New Year. All right, well,
The bane of our existence.
shall we get on to a little blind box time?
I think we should. Do you guys know what time it is? Blind box time!
So these are not dark
Things.
in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
These were
You may burn your hands.
These were provided to us by Dragatomi.
Thank you,
So
Dragatomi.
thank you, Dragatomi. They gave us our blind box today. These are the All City Breakers by Kid Robot.
Okay, first off, package, adorable. It looks like a cassette.
Yeah, it does look like a cassette.
And
Some kids might not know what a cassette tape looks like.
We used to
Google
have to.
cassette tape.
We used to have to put these in our cars and listen to them, and then when they got jacked up, you put a pencil in one side and you wind. Oh, never mind. You don't.
Did you see that thing? There's like a little YouTube thing going around.
No.
It's or maybe it was on Facebook, but it was a picture of a pencil and a cassette next to each other, and it said, "The present generation will never know what these two things were used for. They'll never understand the
won't.
relationship
why these two are
between
yeah.
these two objects."
Kids will have
awesome.
no idea. It's like
So the display box in the store is actually the boom box, and the cassette thing opens up, and you take your cassette
Oh wow,
out of
cool.
that's cute.
Yeah, it's really cool.
A+ on packaging.
So it's just a bunch of dudes doing breaking.
That's right, they're breaking,
And,
So you got-
popping and locking.
I want a radio. I want a boom box.
well, everyone comes with it.
Oh
So
no,
you're gonna get
it
one.
says.
Everyone comes with
But
a
you
radio.
have to pick which one you want, George.
I want a guy breakdancing.
Pick a color,
Okay.
at least.
Green.
Pink.
Okay. Ooh.
Stop going there.
God, I can't
Pick
decide.
a color.
All right,
Blue, orange, green. Pink.
orange.
Okay, good call.
The
Good call.
pressure is too much. All right, orange.
Okay.
Orange. Halloween orange.
I got another.
Oh, you got an orange one.
I got a
Oh
green.
man, it's a little stinky.
I think
It
all I got
dissipates
was
quickly.
arthritis because I can't seem
There's
to
a
open
there's
it.
a
Wait,
rip.
tab.
There's
Oh,
a
there
rip
is.
tab.
All right. I'm not smart.
It's right there.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Kid Robot. Oh! Ho, ho.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and I got a radio too. Did everyone
Yeah,
get a
Yeah,
radio?
they all come with the. Oh, look at this. It comes with a little break-in mat.
Holy crap.
That's
That
funny.
is too much.
Do kids know what these are?
Nope.
It's a cardboard box break-in mat.
Kids have never seen cardboard. Like cardboard? What the hell is that? I use foam core.
Oh god.
Wow, that is pretty.
This is a lot of packaging.
That is a lot of stuff.
Mine doesn't have any of that extra plastic. Mine was just a little dude.
This is like Suckadelic's little stereo.
That's right.
It is. Oh, we should get him to customize
What was it called?
these.
Something cool.
Some
Something
tiny
cool.
fucking
Like,
cool.
This is
little,
something.
This is something cool.
This is something. Was it fucking cool or just
No,
cool?
it was just something cool.
Okay.
I
It
think.
was a little turntable.
This is some cool thing or something.
Yes, this is something.
All right.
fucking-
So the sculpting on this is pretty awful.
Well, my first of all question is why does it come in its own little like plastic?
Yeah, that's a little overkill, right?
Because it's just
This
a tiny
is right up a dolphin's nostril.
plastic.
Maybe. So.
This is unnecessary.
It really is. This is gonna kill a baby dolphin.
I think we got the name of the episode right there.
It's up a dolphin's nostril.
That just seemed silly.
I don't know why, because mine didn't have it. What's the need for it on those and not this one?
Also, I'd like to point out that my guy is very Caucasian. He probably shouldn't be breakdancing.
What's wrong with that? White people can't break dance?
Not
We
well.
can't.
Everybody knows white people don't breakdance
It's true.
well.
Or jump.
They can
White
try.
people can jump.
What about Caucasian women?
Oh, she's hot. I'll trade you.
Okay.
Actually, she's not hot.
No. It's
I was like, they're really not that hot.
No. It's not so much. Look, I'm kidding around about him being white. I think all people should be able to breakdance if they're really stupid enough to want to. But my issue more is that it's his face is so generic.
It's very bad. Yeah, the sculpting's just not good on these.
It really wants to
It
be
almost
like
looks
a cool
like a
minifigure.
GI Joe, like a tiny GI Joe head.
Yeah, like those.
Did you get a guy or a girl? You got a girl.
I think it's a girl.
That
Let me
is-
see.
It's
I
girlish.
can generally tell,
Generally.
except for that one time in Tijuana.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
That was bad. Oh yeah.
It's girl. Well, the hair. I mean, it's got a ponytail.
She's borderline.
But, right?
Yep.
Maybe
She has, like-
post.
Mine is
pre,
definitely a girl that has boobs.
op.
She does have boobs. Her boobs are a little odd.
That
She
could
has
just
Well,
like
they're
be
upside
like.
down.
She She has like natal alcohol syndrome or something.
Yeah, these are weird, guys. I don't know.
I like them.
They're weird for me.
I like that the bottom of the thing
I like
it has
the
a
mat.
little signature. It's the All City logo on the bottom.
I don't care about this. I'm done with this.
All right, I like it.
If Kid Robot will make a Deddy Dunny, then this is awesome. This is possibly the coolest thing I have seen ever.
Daddy
Buy
Dunny.
as many as you can.
Don't worry, I don't think Kid Robot watches. I think you're safe.
All right,
All right,
so
let's get into some reviews.
Reviews. Let's review. Well, this is just a quickie. This is something that's out right now, I believe.
Wait, can I read the name? Can I read the name, please?
Yeah.
Star Wars plush with gumballs. It literally says that on the tag.
Star Wars plush with gumballs. Boy,
was
they
went
need
all
to
out.
Fire their copy editor.
I mean, it could have been like deformed Boba Fett or something, or like
Like super
Super
chibi
D.
super chibi Boba Fett
something.
bubblegum edition.
Yeah, yo.
Right. But they were like this. Star Wars plush with bubblegum.
It's
So it looks like a little S&M suit, I think. It's a little shiny, like...
it's all vinyl.
That's what I like about it.
So that's why I think it's awesome. The gumballs I'm just going to have to take and throw away because there's no way I'm eating those.
I'm not
But,
really sure why it should come. It probably shouldn't come with gumballs.
I think
right?
it's for
But-
Christmas.
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
like
Well,
a-
right. I mean, Christmas gum. Right.
It's a stocking
Yeah.
stuffer type thing.
In my family, it's an age-old tradition to pass out gum during Christmas.
Yeah, sugar the kids up.
Yes.
It had to come with
That
something.
thing's stupid. Do we even need? I couldn't even find that. I found one. I found a Darth Vader version on Amazon for $25, but I feel like you could probably find these at like Spencer's.
I think this is at Walmart, and I think it's in the Christmas section.
Oh, it's $5.
And it's
There's
$5.
Right.
Okay,
This
so
was sent
go
to us by
Walmart.
Monster Forge, so thank you very much, Charles, for that.
There is no protein in these
Little black
gumballs.
armband. All right, so that's enough of that.
Chewing gum roasting on an open fire.
Another
Oh,
thing
look
sent
at
to us
those
by
ingredients.
Charles. He was out in the store and he saw something and he's like, "Hey, that looks like a Huck G logo." So he's like, "I'm gonna get one of those." And turns out he went home and researched it. It is a Huck G logo.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, Ken Block, drives a Ford Fiesta, and I
He's
don't
a
know if
race
he's
car driver.
friends with Huck G or what, but he had hired Huck G to do the logo for his car, like kind of like a NASCAR kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
I
he
don't
has
know
a
if you know
whole
who Huck G
series.
is. He's an
Sure.
artist in the scene. So this is his. It's a Huck G Matchbox car that you can go out and get.
Now-
Speaking of Matchbox cars,
Is
I have a couple of Matchbox cars of my own.
you've done Matchbox
Yes,
already.
done
have.
everything.
Yeah, I did a Deddy hearse, and I made a Chichon Worm Train Wrangler was my name for the car, but Hot Wheels collectors call it a dairy delivery truck. And it was like a 2-car set that was done specifically for the Osaka Custom Car Show in 2007. But then Hot Wheels Collectors Club issued a variant of the Chichon truck on their website. And I think, if I got the numbers right, they sold out in 7 minutes.
What?
Seems
2,000
to be a
of them.
theme with you,
2,000. That's different though,
because
because
that's Hot Wheels people.
Listen to it.
Right,
It's so
that was
terrible.
Hot
My
Wheels
stuff
people.
sells out so quickly.
well, in that particular case, I don't think the 2,000 people who bought them had any idea who I was. They were like Hot Wheels.
They'll learn.
Yeah, exclusive Hot
That's
Wheels.
okay. It's bringing them into your stuff.
Well, so if you are interested in Huck G or Hot Wheels,
Or
go out
toys
and
for
get this
$1.
one.
That's
And
pretty
because I
cool.
mean, it's got his logo right all over it. So
Now, is that on any of the other Ken Block cars?
I don't know.
Because there's a series of these.
This is the only one we have.
Okay, so check for that at any of your mass market.
There you go.
Really?
And it's
Wow.
you know
Toys R
they're
Us,
a
Target,
buck, so
Walmart.
that's cool.
That's crazy.
Little piece of Huck G art.
Don't
for
you
a buck.
wish, like, oh, I wish I was only addicted to Hot Wheels. They're $1.
Yeah,
You can
right.
feed your addiction for like $20 a month.
Instead,
No, we have.
instead, we need to get this overpriced crap.
It's true.
Hey,
What are you gonna do?
speaking of overpriced crap, let's
Oh,
move
no.
on. No, I'm just kidding. This is actually old. I was cleaning out the
Toy Break Trove?
toy trove and came upon this that we never actually got to when it came out. I don't believe on the show.
Sometimes things fall in the back.
This is a Gorilla Biscuits.
You like how careful he is about it?
Hmm?
I like the art. That's
I
from the
noticed
CD.
that.
This was made by Super 7, and it was $55 when it came out, and it's the old Gorilla Biscuits monkey from the CD cover. It's actually something that when I was a kid, I always wanted a toy of that.
Wow.
Always?
Well, as soon as I had that CD, I was like, oh, I want a toy of that thing. I was looking to customize one of my Ninja Turtles that was a monkey into that. I was like, I gotta have that.
That's why you went nuts when this came out.
And I don't really like it. And she broke it. My favorite toy. No.
You could totally stash stuff in here.
You could put your Gorilla Biscuits in here.
It's just, I just don't think I don't think it looks great. But since it's the only toy of that I'm probably ever going to be able to get, I figured I would get one.
Then there you go.
So, I don't think they did a great job.
What do you think could make it better? Is it the sculpting?
It should look like the art. Yeah, like it doesn't look. I mean, it's. If you see
it's a little less nefarious than the drawing.
It needs to be like grittier.
Yeah, I was just you took the word right out of my mouth. There's a grit that's missing.
And like the pose and the gesture, he's got like a, I don't know,
attitude.
Yeah, there's more to him than that, and you gotta have the champion logo on the sweatshirt because that was the style back in the day.
Maybe that
the hardcore
that
scene.
might have been an issue.
Well, yeah, but you could fake it, right? I mean, they did it. It's on their CD.
I suppose. Punk rock.
But I don't know. I figured I'd get it just because it's the only way I'm ever gonna have that.
It's not terrible, but it also fits in with like that Super 7 style.
Yeah, it is. I like that it is more painted and not that spray kaiju stuff.
Yeah.
Like at least they painted it to look like something.
Maybe if it was not Super 7, like somebody that did more like detailed, less bulky.
Right. So I don't know.
So if it wasn't made to match something else.
You can't get it anymore anyway, so.
So
just wanted
ignore
to show
everything we just said.
Just wanted to show you. Look, you don't have that, and I do. So I don't know. You could probably get it on eBay. Speaking of something you can get, let's talk about something you can actually get on the show. Bellicose Bunny. This is by 3D Retro and Nathan Hamill.
Now, I think we talked about one edition a while ago. Maybe the glow in the dark. Maybe.
So, around
Oh my God, what are you doing? It's no longer mint in the box.
So this is the Stinker edition.
This happens to be, I think, my favorite edition of this piece. So you might know this because George sculpted it.
Oh, really?
I did.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And there's been a few versions released. There was the glow in the dark version at Comic-Con. There was
The regular
version. There's this version, which came out at DesignerCon, right?
Yes.
And then, did they announce the next?
That's it.
No, they announced, didn't they?
They did?
Another?
I don't know. Not that I know.
Well, you should probably watch.
Hey, does this come off?
It does not.
Son of a bitch.
It is a statue
I love that, though.
more than a toy.
The rocket looks an awful lot like a carrot. What's
Look
up,
at that. Somebody was thinking when they were designing that.
Beautiful. Was that you?
No.
Oh.
That was Nathan.
God, this
Nathan.
is so expertly sculpted. It's incredible. It's beautiful.
To be fair to the reviews, because we do talk about this a lot, it does have a giant seam on the butt.
It does have a giant seam on his ass.
Which is a little distracting if you're going to be looking at it like that. But if you're going to put it on your shelf, you don't really even see it. So, and to be fair, that's where most toys end up. But yeah, it does have a pretty giant seam on its butt right there.
Ass seam.
What are you going to do?
That's my favorite colorway. Did you see the...
So does this remind you of anything? Like
It looks like Marvin the Martian.
yeah, maybe some Bugs Bunny colors
The
going
Wesley
on.
Rabbit.
Okay,
That's why it's the Stinker.
Well, because the normal one is like yellow.
Oh, you big
He's a little stinker, yeah.
I get
Isn't that
it.
cute?
So yeah, this is you can get these now, I believe, at 3D Retro, right?
3dretro.com. Many other places too. You could get them. I feel like you could also put something here.
If you want, I
If
guess.
you wanted to,
Why would
like-
you?
I don't know. Maybe
Yes.
you're like, I need to hold something there real quick.
Right.
You could teabag it.
That
And
would-
your balls would fit right nicely
You
right in
could.
that little
I
area.
feel good. I
You
must feel
could.
good.
I think we
fact,
should try that later. Watch
borrow
for the
this.
toilet.
Give you a comprehensive report in the morning.
All right. Do we have anything else? One more thing.
Teabag.
No,
that
that's
rabbit
enough for
tonight.
this.
Okay.
That's enough reviews.
Teabag and the bunny was the end.
Yeah, that's. You got to go out on a high note.
Probably should have warned you. There's gonna be a lot of.
I don't want that.
Warning,
back,
there
by
will
the
be
way.
teabagging.
That's yours. You can have that now too.
All right. We have an event coming up.
We do.
Events. Happenings.
Do it.
Stuff to do. Would you like to tell us about it, George?
You can tell us about it.
It's the Day with Toy Break.
Did you ever hear about that?
Yay! What is it?
So what we do, we did this last year. This is the second time we're going to be doing it. We go live online for 24 hours. And we stay up.
In a row.
And we do crazy things. And we have guests come over. And we filmed some toy breaks, so you can kind of get a little behind the scenes action going on.
Oh my goodness.
We have food, we have toys, we have auctions, and we're kind of just raising money to help the show keep going. Because, you know, we have tapes and bandwidth and lights and equipment and all sorts of crazy things to buy throughout the year. So with your help, we were able to raise some money that actually made a huge change in production last year and actually allowed us to move to HD, which was a big major plus.
You're in HD right now, by the way, so hope you got your makeup on.
Holy crap.
So we're doing it again. The fun will start January 6th at 5 p.m. and it will end January 7th at 5 p.m. Of course, you can go to toybreak.com. And we've got some guests lined up.
Anyone you can announce?
Luke Chu already tweeted about some things that he's bringing. So if you want some Luke Chu fun, you should definitely tune in.
That's awesome. I'll be
I don't
there.
know. Should we wait and let it be
You're
surprises?
going to be there as well?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Crazy.
Should we wait and let it be surprises who's coming?
Well, as we go on, we can announce a new person each week or something
Luke
like that.
Chu is the guest of this week, so thank you, Luke. We look forward to seeing you then.
It's a toy breakathon.
It is a toy breakathon.
That's what it is.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
I like that.
But it does sound an awful lot like you're going to break toys.
We do
We
that.
probably will.
He does that all the time.
Really?
They're-
Do you break toys? Well, you probably don't break toys on camera.
Oh yeah, all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh, really? Oh, I think I missed those.
He's usually playing with something.
Remember
he's like,
how you were
"Ah."
like
Oh,
trying to
right,
get that
right,
head
right.
to
No, I
go
meant
and then-
intentionally.
Oh, the end of the show usually there's a toy break.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
Breaking the toy.
All right. Well, that's all we
Don't
have.
break
Don't break the
the
Gorilla
daddy
Biscuits.
toys, please.
We've never broken one of your toys.
Oh, well, I think that's probably good, right?
None of your toys have been broken. That means they're high quality.
Or
'Cause
we
we
just
didn't-
haven't gotten to him yet.
Right.
No, we've reviewed several of his things.
No,
Even
no.
the not Daddy bootleg.
That's right.
That's right. I think you gave away some not
We
daddy
did.
toys.
10 of
thanks to
them, I
you.
believe.
Or thanks to whoever made them, I mean.
Right. Some bootleg factory in China.
Ah, bootlegs.
Thanks, bootleg factory in China. For
Now
them-
stop it.
All right, so that's it for Toy Break. Don't forget you can save money with the coupon code TOYBREAK10 for 10% off at tilted.com and button-lab.com, and the code TOYBREAK for 15% off at funkrush.com and 20% off at octobertoys.com. As always, you can visit the heart, the hub, the home of Toy Break at toybreak.com. You can get show notes, everything we talk about, links to all that stuff, linked to Voltaire.net, where you can find this guy and his upcoming vlog. And you can
this
download
guy.
episodes, you can join the contest in the forum, you can join the discussions in the forum, you can call and leave us a voicemail at 818-AM-I-GOOD, you can email us, info@toybreak.com, you can keep up with us on Facebook at facebook.com/toybreak, you can watch our briefs and our whole episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/toybreak.
You are going fast on this.
I'm like the Micro Machine Man. And you can follow us on Twitter, I'm at Alien Gaspar.
At George Gaspar.
And Voltaire.
Yay! At Voltaire, just
Oh,
On Twitter?
on Twitter? Yes.
Yeah.
It's at Aurelio Voltaire.
Oh,
My
jeez.
first name. And
Fancy.
my
How do you
middle
spell
name.
it?
AURELIOVOLTAIRE.
Okay.
At Voltaire. Aurelio Voltaire. Whew.
perfect.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
That's what she said.
Better be.
Well, she is such an asshole. The things she says are really obnoxious.
Seriously, and in public too.
Yeah, what's her problem? What's wrong with her? What's wrong with she?
Everything.
You know what she needs? Octagon butt plug.
Ah.
There it is.
That's right. Aurelio
Oh
Voltaire.
yeah. See, if you buy this CD, then you'll know how to spell his name on Twitter.
Right. Or you could just Google it and look at it for free, like everyone else.
So do you want to plug any of your stuff again?
Visit me at Voltaire.net. That's my website. And if you go to Voltaire.net and you go to toys and you scroll down to the toy gallery, pretty much every toy I've ever made is there
Oh, beautiful.
for you
cool.
to
So
look upon
peruse.
with your eyes. Yes,
So you can look at what you can't have.
that's right. Well, a lot
Some of them you can still have.
Sadly, a lot of it you can't have. But there's always eBay and stuff
Yeah.
turns up
true.
from time to time.
Yeah.
That's true. He
Yeah.
might find a stockpile somewhere in his.
I sometimes find a stockpile.
Treasure
almost
trove.
never. And
You don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen.
that's true. And then the vlogs are at
I'm kind of excited about that.
youtube.com/Voltaire music page.
I'm excited, and be careful though, because you're gonna get addicted.
Oh, well, I feel like a pygmy amongst the giants because I don't have any of this fancy
stop.
gear. You guys can't see this, but there's a crew of like 20 people behind the camera. And
Steve still
there's a
didn't show up
crane and, just 10,
Those wide
10
sweeping
Ks.
shots.
Craft
and
surface.
it's really pretty incredible.
You
God,
stole
is that
that
a-
from craft service?
I'm having the surf and turf. Is that what's on the craft service table?
Yeah,
over there?
well, I
The
mean, that's
lobster?
almost every day. It gets kind of old.
Definitely having the lobster.
All right, so that is it for episode 195. Thank you so much. You've
My
been
pleasure.
a
Thanks
lovely
for having
guest.
me. I really appreciate
You
it.
are welcome back on the couch anytime.
It's nice to hear. Because maybe next time I come to LA, I won't get a hotel room. I'll just
Okay, I'm okay with
sleep
that.
on the toy break couch.
You wouldn't be the first, and you won't be the last.
Although we do clean it from time to time, so
Well, that's good to know.
don't worry about that. So
Good
if you don't mind, could you take us out with a, and now here's your toy break?
And now, without further ado, the moment you've all been waiting for, here's your toy break.